What is up, everybody? Today we are taking the Metromover here in Miami. Actually, the train is approaching. This is a great way to get around for free, and I hope you guys will join me on this adventure as I explain how the Metromover works. I just got off the Metromover at 11th Street Station. It is currently behind me taking off. There is another one taking off. The frequency of this Metromover it's immaculate, unless there's obviously a delay that they can't control, something like that. When it's working perfectly, it works. There's 3 loops that you can take. There's the Omni loop, which we are currently standing in. We just started from the very first stop at the school board station. And then there's the inner loop and the Brickell loop. So the Omni loop pretty much goes furthest north. All 3 of them kind of circulate the downtown Miami core area. The Brickell loop pretty much goes the furthest south into the Brickell area south of the Miami River. So keep that in mind. They've got these really cool seats here. I like them. But anyway, this video is going to be basically showing you how it works. The cool thing, or scary depending on how you feel about it, is that the Metromover is 100% autonomous. Nobody's in there controlling it. It's not like the Metro Rail where there's an actual train conductor. This runs on its own. All right, I see one train coming. Is the other one gonna come at the same time? They're autonomous, so I mean, unless someone's holding up a train, they should pretty much be in sync. Oh, and they are. I think this one's gonna be it. We've got one pulling up right now, heading towards the northern part, and this one heads further south.
The train to school board is arriving. Stand back from the platform edge. Allow passengers to
right on time
before boarding.
Got off and we're going to transfer into the inner loop because we don't want to stay on the Omni loop. It's just going to go right back north. We're going to transfer now to the inner loop. We didn't have to, like I said. The Omni loop is just fine if we're just circulating around the core of downtown Miami, but I want to show you guys all of the loops, so we're going to hop on the inner loop. And now we are taking the inner loop over here, which is increased capacity. There's 2 of them this time.
This is College North Station. The next stop is College Bayside Station. Transfer here for Omni Loop.
So we're basically just riding the Metromover until we get to a point where we can transfer to the Brickell Loop, and I'll show you guys the Brickell Loop itself. And obviously we're going to see some beautiful scenery. There's a lot of high rises in Brickell. You can technically get off at any station to transfer to the Brickell Loop because, like I said, they all 3 pretty much cross in the downtown area, but I think I'm going to stay on a little longer.
Please hold on. The train is approaching. Bayfront Park Station.
This one has a bunch of Miami-Dade police officers, so they do protect the Metromover as well as the Metro Rail, more so in the areas that have higher population. So the stations we were at earlier and where we started the video, not as concentrated in population as that downtown area. We are on Biscayne Boulevard. I decided to get off to show you briefly, and then we're gonna get back on. We're gonna take the Brickell Loop right after. Welcome to downtown Miami. Well, we've always been here, but we are now in the center of it all, Biscayne Boulevard. This is where everybody and anybody comes, especially tourists. This is where you will find the Bayside, Bayfront Park, the the FTX Arena where the Miami Heat play, and yeah, it's beautiful. I like coming here. I like looking at the different buildings. They're building a lot of high rises, so I like to take note of those that are coming up. And yeah, it's just a central place to come and like just hang out. You can have a picnic at Bayfront Park behind me, take a stroll, walk your dog, have a good time, whichever day it is. It's a weekday right now, so a lot of people are here for work. I'm here for leisure. Okay, so here is a map of the entire region that Metromover serves. We started with the Omni. We came down this way, this way, this way, this way, over to Bayfront Park Station, which is where we're at. I did say there are 3 loops and they all connect at some point, and this is where they all connect. Pretty much the central area of downtown Miami. If you want to go further north, let's say you're going to the Adrian Art Center to catch a musical or a show, you would take the Omni loop, pretty much transfer anywhere or just get on if you're already in the central area. If you want to go to one of the museums, the Science Museum or the Art Museum, Omni loop serves that. If you want to go to the school board for whatever reason, Miami-Dade County Public Schools is in this area, you would take the Omni loop. Now, if you want to go to the Brightline station, any of these will take you there. Any of these in the middle will take you there. Obviously, the Omni station tends to go north at this fork right here. So I would probably get on either the inner loop or the Brickell loop because they circulate around the middle. But if you're trying to get to the Brightline station, the Wilkie Ferguson Jr. station will get you there. That's where you transfer to the Brightline station. Now, if your travels take you to Brickell, for example, you would pretty much get on any of these. Obviously not the Omni unless you're already on this side. If you're already here, then get on any of the other 2, the inner or the Brickell loop, and it'll circulate around, take you there. And from there, you can transfer to any station that says Brickell loop, which if you look here, all the 3 connecting dots pretty much serve all 3 of the stations. So if we wanted to right now, we can transfer over to the Brickell loop where we're at in Bayfront Park. The wonderful thing about this is they have a bunch of destinations, hotspots that you might be interested in, and it'll tell you which loop or which station to take. And as you can see, most of them are served by all 3, as you can see here. And then you can get a breakdown of each individual loop, the Omni loop, the inner loop, and the Brickell loop. Now, if that sounds like a lot, I promise you it's not. More than likely, all 3 of them will serve your needs. Just keep in mind whether you're going really far north to the Adrian Art Center or really far south to Brickell, and then transfer accordingly. These maps are at almost, if not all, stations. So be sure to refer to it, and hopefully your destination is here and it'll tell you exactly which loop and which station to take. It's not that hard, I promise. Let's take the Metromover to Brickell, which will be our final loop. We're in the inner loop right now. We started with the Omni loop and we're ending with the Brickell loop. Okay, something I did not mention and did not know until now. The inner loop runs clockwise. The Omni and Brickell loop run counterclockwise. So we actually have to get back on the inner loop. The reason why we have to get back on the inner loop is because if we take the Brickell loop, which is literally right here, it just arrived, I can get on. We're gonna do the whole circle, which wouldn't take long, but there's a bunch of stops along the way. So we just came from that direction, meaning basically we'd do the entire loop if we wanted to with the Brickell, but I'd rather just take the inner loop to another station further south and just make this transfer rather than taking the entire Brickell loop and circulating downtown.
Stand back from the platform edge.
So I goofed a bit. I should have taken the Brickell loop all the way around because the inner loop doesn't connect with the southernmost part of the Brickell loop, so I had to go skip a stop, Miami Avenue stop, and go all the way to Government Center Station, which I was honestly trying to avoid because this one serves the Metro Rail and every other loop. So on top of that, it's an office building, so it's very busy. I'm trying to avoid the station, but it's our only way. All right, we have to go through the building, up some more stairs to get over to the Brickell loop side. You can't access it from the station I got off. That is only the inner loop. This one takes me to the Brickell and Omni loop. Good timing, we just got here and the Brickell loop train is coming right now. Very slow, but it's coming.
Please hold on. The train is approaching. Riverwalk Station.
We just made it to Brickell on the Brickell loop. We're just at the edge of the Miami River. I can show you guys over here. So there's an actual elevation gain right here crossing the Miami River. I'm assuming for larger boats to get by because this is a drawbridge, so that opens. You can't open Metromover tracks, so there's that elevation to make up for it. So yeah, guys, we made it to Brickell. Starting with the Omni loop, we took the inner loop, messed up a bit along the way, and now we took the Brickell loop to Brickell. You guys, we're literally the only person here at 5th Street Station in Brickell. There was one person over there, but he just got on, so we're literally by ourselves here. Pretty cool. Miami is so beautiful. I like coming here and just like filming everything and showing you guys cool and efficient ways to get around. And I think this is like at the top, because everything else I've shown you guys costs money, and this is completely free. It's not going to take you really far, but if you just want to stick to downtown Miami, perfect. You can leave your car somewhere and not have to deal with fighting over parking, which I think is a huge plus. Something I just noticed while going downstairs is I thought that you had to come down the stairs to get to the other side and go the other direction. I thought you had to go to the street level, then get back up the stairs and go up. But no, check this out. I'll show you on the other side because it pretty much mirrors this side. You literally come down like 2 sets of stairs, and then you can walk pretty much back up to the platform, rather than walking all the way down to street level to then do it on the other side and go back up. So good on them. Battery's dying, so I am going to make the quick switcheroo. You guys are on the edge of like 3 floors up, so hopefully you don't fall. I'm gonna end the video here because we have accomplished what we set out to do. And that is, hopefully you've gained some knowledge of the Metromover. I know it might be a little complicated at first, but I promise you it's very easy. Like I said, to recap, there's the Omni loop, the inner loop, and the Brickell loop. 2 of them run counterclockwise. That is the Omni loop and the Brickell loop. The inner loop runs clockwise, so keep that in mind. Now, if you do want to go further south, then stick to the Brickell loop. Omni loop, if you're going further north, that's pretty much it. Be sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell button. If you're new to this channel, welcome, and I'll catch you in the next video.